Okay, so this is PTSD interview questions. What's my name? Well, my name is Samuel Nealons. Says, please provide a descriptive narrative story of how you became injured, including any information you are comfortable with sharing. I was a combat medic deployed to Afghanistan in 2010. We went on a convoy to a COP, which is a combat outpost, and it was an area that they got hit frequently, all the time. I was halfway past through deployment at that point. Anyways, we RCP, which is route clearance package, went before us. The whole way up, we got the shit kicked out of us. Multiple IEDs, RCP hit. Finally got to the COP, downloaded, turned around and left. And not 15-20 minutes after leaving the COP, we hit what's known as a triple stack. It's 3 anti-tank mines. This one had a little extra boost to it. It had almost 10 gallons of urea with it. It blew up the truck behind us. But in the middle of, while we were doing this, we had been taking fire from across the river. And I was handing ammo cans up to my gunner. And all our ammo cans were stacked on one side. And I'd unstrapped them so I could hand them up. And when the IED went off, it shook the truck. Can came loose, and I took a can to the side of the head. Knocked me out. It hit me so hard it knocked me to the other side of the truck, and so I have what's known as a reverberating or a bounce injury. So I got hit on one side of the head, and then I got hit on the other side. I got up out of the truck because I was the team medic. I was the only guy in there. Head pounding, head screaming. Ran out and I did my job. I saved 5 guys' lives that day. In the process, forever messing up my life. But anyways, that's the down and dirty Cliff Notes version of the injury. Oh, hey, next question is, are you okay with talking about your injury? Yes, I'm okay about talking with my injury. I've in 2011 I was diagnosed with traumatic brain injury and then post-traumatic stress disorder afterwards. What's your experience with post-traumatic stress disorder? What hasn't been my experience with it? Let's see. I'm currently 100% disabled, according to the VA. Due strictly to my PTSD. They say I've learned to cope with it, but I'll never get better. I don't know. I went through a divorce because of it. I've lost friends because of it. My family looks at me differently because of it. My kids look at me differently because of it. I have a service dog now because of it. can't hold down a job because I just think most people are fucking stupid. And I also have a condition known as PNES. It stands for psychological non-epileptic seizures. So when the PTSD gets too bad, your brain decides to hit the reset button and you just flop out and have a seizure on the floor. So that's been fun. That's been interesting. That's my experience with it. It's a bad dream. It's a bad dream every single day. All right, I guess moving on. How would you describe your injury? Well, like I said, I suffered a traumatic brain injury. Pretty good knock to the head. From being a medic in the Army, I was a medic civilian side too. I was a firefighter too. So, been around plenty of hurt people, dead people, injured people. Describe my injury. Life-changing. I would definitely describe it as life-changing. Where you at? Service dog is somewhere around here. He's probably sleeping. Keep him awake at night. Next question. As a person who suffers from this injury, how do you think you are perceived by your family and friends? I don't know. Different. Definitely different. My father says to me that all his hopes and dreams for me have been dashed. Now he just hopes that I can lead a good life, after this. I don't know. Everyone looks at me different. My aunt is my full-time caregiver. She takes care of me. She goes to all my doctor's appointments with me. I maintain a pretty decent level of independence, but with the seizures and stuff like that, everyone keeps an extra eye on me, checks on me, make sure I'm okay all the time. Different. I would say I'm definitely perceived by family and friends as different. They don't understand. They don't get it. They don't understand why some things I can do, some things I can't do. They don't understand why I look all in one piece. Got all my fingers and toes, but I can't hold down a job. I can't deal with people. I can't deal with crowds. And things have gotten better. Things have gotten better for me. It's been, 6 years? Yep, 6 years now. I've gone through this. I happened in 2010, so 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is. Well, as I just said, next question is, how does your injury affect your employment career opportunities? Well, having seizures, can't be a medic, can't be a firefighter anymore. Trouble dealing with people. I got medically retired from the Army. Generally, I think people are stupid. I generally just want to punch people in the face. Worked a lot to get over the anger. Still generally think people are stupid. The biggest issue I have when it comes to the employment issue is like I go and do a job, and the military taught me to do a job and do it for as long as you possibly could and give every ounce of it into it. And you know, I come to civilian life and people bitch and complain about, you know, oh, I gotta stay for 2 hours of overtime. It's freaking 2 hours of overtime. You're getting paid for it. Who gives a shit? So you can't go to a fucking bar and drink. Whoopee. Can't go with your friends. Whatever. Can't go see a movie. Woo. You're getting paid. It's not like, you know, it's not like in the military where you were voluntold and we don't give a crap. You know, you get 8 hours between shifts. In the military, hey, if you got 3 hours, you were doing good. People don't like being told how to do their jobs either. So yeah, I had a lot of personnel issues with people when it came to civilian side. No problems telling people they were stupid. So, next question's kind of interesting. How will a person know if he or she suffers from this injury? How do you know if you suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder? PTSD comes in every different kind of shape, form, flavor you want it to be in. I know people who have PTSD from car accidents. I know people who have PTSD from falls. There's people that have PTSD from an event happening around them. There's people that get PTSD from sexual trauma. You name it, you could probably get PTSD from it. It's how you deal with it. I mean, I'm sure there's people who got PTSD from the recent elections. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Not a psychologist. How do you know you suffer from it? You start to withdraw. You lose interest in things that used to make you happy. Diet changes, sleep changes. You become very irritable. You try to look for some kind of escape. For me, it was alcohol. Other people, it's drugs, whatever. Personally, you start to have this inner war inside of you. No one fucking understands you. No one gets you. Yeah, no one understands you. No one gets you. Next question is, where should someone go for help? We live in a day and age of help. Start with your doctor, primary care doctor. It's one spot. If you have a therapist, talk to a therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist, social worker. We got like whatever phone numbers up here. You can call like 211 or 411 or whatever it is, or And they'll point you in the right direction. If you're in the military, there's MST, military support, or MSP, excuse me, not MST, MSP, military support program. They'll find a therapist who'll hook and it's free. You can go get help. VA, vet centers. There's all kinds of help out there. Just say I need help. Ask any cop, firefighter, EMS person. They probably got a phone number. School. Go to your school counselor. I don't know. Everybody's tuned into some kind of help these days, so that's you can go anywhere for help. How does this injury affect your family? Well, well, like I said, my aunt's my full-time caregiver. My mom helps me out a lot. She takes me to appointments. She goes with me to appointments. Because of the anxiety and other things like that, she'll pick my kids up and bring them over to the house, so I can spend time with them. But she's there to, if I need help with them. I got a whole wellness plan. My family's all in tuned on that. That came out of a program I went to. And that helps a lot. So, affects everybody. It doesn't just affect you, it affects everybody. Any social interaction, anything like that, it affects it somehow, some way. How often do you talk about your injury? Lately I've been talking about it a lot. I just got back from a program. Spent 14 weeks getting my TBI straightened out, Ptsd worked on. Talked about it a lot. I go to personal therapy once a week. I go to group therapy every other week. It's just for guys. It's all military. A lot of resources in the military community. I don't know. Once, twice, 3 times a month, maybe. It's kind of I don't know. Sometimes people ask, I answer. Sometimes I don't. Usually when I ask stupid questions, how many people have you saved? How many dead bodies have you seen? Shut up, go away. Just talking about your injury help. Help what is really the question. If you want to talk about helping educate, yeah, I think it helps educate a lot of people. Opens people's eyes. Other people who have it, it shows them that you can survive, you can deal with this. This isn't the end. That's the big thing that I've taken away. So, all right, well, hope this helps, and best of luck to everyone. Have a good day.